After years of ups and downs, loyalty tests, and public scandals, Yandy Smith has officially filed for divorce from Mendeecees Harris. However, what pushed her over the edge this time is the name Erica Mena, which is being thrown around like wildfire. It's not just because of old beef. It's something far deeper, far more personal, and downright scandalous. The reality TV world has just been rocked to its core. Rumors were already swirling for weeks, but no one anticipated this. Fans are shocked. Social media is in disarray, and insiders say this is the beginning of the end for one of the most talked about couples in hip-hop and love. Screenshots of blurry DMs and even backstage rumors are stoking rumors that something inappropriate may have happened behind Yandy's back. Insiders close to the couple say Yandy learned about the scandal from a third party, and her reaction was explosive. Fans are now wondering if Erica is actually pregnant with Mendeecees' child, if it's just another twisted love and hip-hop plot, or if the drama has finally come to life. Everything seemed to freeze when the news broke, and Yandy's phone kept buzzing. With trembling fingers, she opened her browser and saw pictures, videos, and captions full of wild accusations. Fans went into detective mode, posting alleged receipts, grainy screenshots, and even voice notes claiming that Mendeecees had been secretly involved with Erica Mena. It wasn't just a rumor anymore, it was real. She sat on the edge of her bed, staring at her screen, repeatedly reading the same message over and over again, checking the blogs. It's everywhere, turning into a full-blown scandal, and Yandy was right in the middle of it. Earlier that week, a behind-the-scenes video from a recent Love and Hip Hop taping was leaked. In it, Mendeecees was seen entering Erica's trailer by himself. If he hadn't stayed inside for more than 30 minutes. And if Erica hadn't left the trailer soon after getting dressed and avoiding eye contact with the crew, it wouldn't have raised any red flags. The video went viral, and fans started speculating right away, and accusations quickly spiraled out of control. Some fans were certain that the clip was just a setup, a classic Love and Hip Hop publicity stunt, while others said they had been pointing out for months. Yandy, however, wasn't buying the publicity stunt excuse this time, not when things felt this real. A few days prior to the leak, she and Mendeecees had been fighting more than usual, and he was emotionally distant and always on his phone. When she questioned him, he avoided her questions and made excuses or picked fights that seemed to come out of nowhere. Now, however, this scandal with Erica was blowing up everywhere, and Yandy couldn't ignore the sinking feeling in her chest. She had trusted him, stood by him during his prison sentence, and defended him through thick and thin. But now everything felt like a lie. According to friends close to Yandy, she was completely devastated and spent hours locking herself in her room, refusing to speak to anyone. When she eventually came out, her eyes were red and swollen, and her face was cold. She stopped crying. She was furious, and what hurt the most was not only the alleged betrayal, but also the embarrassment. Erica stayed silent, posting a vague statement rather than confirming or denying anything. With the caption, "People only expose what they're afraid of being exposed for." Fans assumed there was some truth to the rumors. Then came the picture of Erica standing in front of a mirror with a baggy hoodie on and a suspicious-looking hand on her stomach. The comments section exploded with questions like, "Is she pregnant? That better not be Mendeecees' baby. Yandy deserves better." The rumors had gotten out of hand, and Mendeecees attempted to minimize them all in a brief live stream, saying, Yo, you all really are bored. I was just having a conversation. You all need to stop." According to an insider, Yandy confronted Mendeecees at home the night after the story broke. She didn't raise her voice, but he initially denied everything. However, when she showed him screenshots, fan theories, and the video clip, his face changed. He still denied any physical relationship, but he was unable to explain the time he spent in Erica's trailer. The more defensive he became, the more he stormed out of the room. Yandy didn't sleep that night. She sat up, The following morning, Yandy made a decision and called her lawyer. She quickly had legal papers drawn up and terms reviewed. And sources say she didn't want anything messy, just a clean break. She didn't want a media war, but she made one thing clear. She was done. However, things didn't stay clean for long. Someone in the legal office leaked the story to the press, and suddenly Tim was in every gossip blog. She was scrolling through fan posts, reading comments, and seeing how people were already taking sides. When he learned that Yandy had filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable betrayal, he was furious not because of the divorce, but because Yandy had beaten him to the story. He showed up at their house that afternoon demanding answers, and the confrontation that ensued was explosive. Accusations were made, voices were raised, and Yandy demanded honesty. The Mendeecees said she was overreacting, and he yelled, "You believe them over me." The couple had always tried to protect their children from the drama, but this time the tension was inevitable. Later that evening, Yandy sat her kids down and gently informed them that she and their father would be living apart for a while. The kids were confused, hurt, and afraid. And Yandy reassured them that they would still see their father. But she secretly wasn't sure how co-parenting would work with this level of mistrust between them. In the midst of all of this, Erica posted another mysterious story. It was a brief video clip of her at a doctor's office holding what appeared to be an ultrasound printout. She didn't say anything, just played a song in the background with lyrics that said, "I don't have to say anything. You already have?" One source claimed that Erica had been boasting to close friends about having something over Yandy. Another said that the DC had confided in a friend that he and Erica had a moment of weakness. Despite the fact that none of these reports could be verified, the internet believed them, are aware of. The comment section went wild. Is this confirmation that Mendeecees was really the father? Was this the final nail in the coffin for his marriage? Yandy, for her part, stayed mostly quiet. She posted a single black square with the words "Healing in Progress." Fans showered her with support, with celebrities like Cardi, Rashida, and Mimi Foss leaving encouraging comments. However, her silence just served to deepen the mystery. People wanted answers, and they wanted them immediately. And that's when things took another startling turn. Late one night, Mendeecees was spotted walking into Erica's apartment complex. The paparazzi recorded him looking anxious and constantly looking over his shoulder. He stayed for almost an hour. When he left, Erica came out moments later looking emotional, clutching her phone and wiping her eyes. That video quickly went viral on the internet, and the blogs reposted it in a matter of minutes. The captions were bold, and the rumors were louder than ever. The most shocking part came a few hours later when a new piece of footage surfaced, this time from a neighbor's Ring camera. The audio included snippets of the conversation that suggested she might be pregnant. But the most shocking part was when red-handed Mendeecees visited Erica at midnight. Fans weren't holding back either. Some comment sections were filled with outrage, confusion, and disbelief, while others claimed this was solid proof that something more was going on between them. Within hours, the love was being dissected on every gossip page. Body language experts on YouTube started making videos analyzing his every blink and breath. One even claimed, "He's lying. You can see it in his eyes." In the comments, fans engaged in heated argument. Some claimed he was innocent, while others vowed he was guilty. Erica remained mute, only posting cryptic messages to fuel the flames. Then came the voicemail leak, which was provided by an unidentified source. Left a voicemail on Erica's phone. It was brief but damning. "I can't keep doing this. I told you it was just a mistake, but you keep pushing like we were meant to. Be something, you knew what this was." The voice sounded like him. Fans compared it to old clips from old lives and scenes from Love and Hip Hop. He had confided in a friend that he and Erica had a moment of weakness. None of these reports could be verified, but that didn't matter because the internet believed. Then fans began searching for evidence that this scandal had been developing for a long time. Last but not least, Erica shared another mysterious story. It was a brief video clip of her at a doctor's office holding what appeared to be an ultrasound printout. She didn't say anything, just played a song in the background with the lyrics, "I don't have to say anything. You already know what it is." The comment section went crazy. Was this confirmation that Mendeecees was actually the father? Was this the last straw for his marriage? For her part, she remained mostly silent. She shared a single black square with the words, "Healing in progress." Support was poured in from celebrities like Rashida, Mimi Faust, and Stevie Faust, and people wanted answers, and they wanted them now. And that's when things took another shocking turn. Late one night, a man was seen entering Erica's apartment complex. The paparazzi captured footage of him looking nervous and constantly checking. Over his shoulder, he stayed for almost an hour. When he left, Erica came out moments later looking emotional, clutching her phone and wiping her eyes. That footage lit up the internet. Soon as it dropped, it was like adding gasoline to an already blazing fire. The blogs reposted the video within minutes, using bold captions. The most shocking part came a few hours later when a new piece of footage surfaced, this time from a neighbor's Ring camera. The voices weren't entirely clear, but snippets of the conversation could have been the same time the rest of the world did. She had no warning, no explanation, nothing. Caught red-handed, Mendeecees visits Erica at midnight. What's really going on? Fans didn't hold back either. Comment sections were full of outrage, confusion, and disbelief. Some thought it was all set up, while others claimed this was solid proof that something more was going on between them. When her assistant ran in with a phone displaying the post to her during a meeting, she initially just stared. She then got up, left the room, and didn't return for hours. That night, Yandy removed all of the Mendeecees photos from her Instagram account, which her fans noticed right away. Within minutes, it was all over the blogs. Yandy deleted Mendeecees from her life, declaring publicly that she was done. However, Mendeecees wasn't going down without a fight. The following day, he shared a series of Instagram stories featuring old pictures of himself, and fans were divided over Yandy's wedding photos, family vacations, and behind-the-scenes moments. Some were angry, while others felt sorry for him. Some claimed he was trying to manipulate public opinion by using nostalgia to gain sympathy. Others said he was genuinely sorry and didn't want to lose his family. Of course, Erica had her own response. She posted a reel set to a breakup anthem, lip-syncing to lyrics about moving on and being the upgrade. Then came the biggest bombshell of all. A producer from Love and Hip Hop leaked a private email sent from Mendeecees' team to the network, asking that certain footage not be used. The piece appeared to be Mendeecees' chain sitting on her dresser. He left his chain there. Was he living with her? Is he still seeing her? As the rumors spread, so did the fallout. Brands that had previously worked with Menk began to pull back. One fitness supplement company removed his image from their website. A clothing line paused a campaign that featured him. The email pleaded with producers to remove the footage, claiming it could cause irreversible harm, but the damage was already done. The email leak validated what fans had suspected for weeks, that this was more than a one-time error, that perhaps Mendeecees had been living a double life. The footage in question was an unaired scene from 2 months ago in which Erica and Mendeecees were caught arguing in a hotel hallway. Erica is heard saying, "I'm tired of being your secret. You told me we had a future." As fans prepared for what? What happened next? One thing was certain. The truth wasn't just coming out. It was spilling everywhere. The email leak was like an earthquake in the reality TV world, leaving fans, media outlets, and industry insiders in shock. How deep did this go? How long had this been going on? Most importantly, was Yandy the only one who didn't know? The show's producers initially remained silent. But behind-the-scenes meetings were going on non-stop. and executives were frantically trying to contain the damage because they were afraid the scandal would overshadow the entire season. However, not. All members of the production team wanted to keep quiet. Sources close to him said that he was lying low trying to figure out how to fix the situation, but every time he tried to reach out to Yandy, he was met with silence. Yandy, on the other hand, was starting to shift. The heartbreak was still there, but now it was mixed with anger, betrayal, and fury. Meanwhile, MNBC had gone completely offline. No more posts, no stories, no lives. In the meantime, MNBC's silence spoke louder than any statement. Began making decisions, not just emotional ones, but also business ones. Ones removing Mendeecees from their joint ventures, restructuring her team, firing some advisors, and even pausing filming for a few weeks, according to those closest to her. She was focused on safeguarding her brand and her kids. It's not going to let this destroy everything she built, one friend shared. As the days went by, more information emerged. A former friend of Erica's shared screenshots of conversations that allegedly took place between her and Mendeecees. In them, Mendeecees seemed to be venting about Yandy, saying things like, "She doesn't get me, like you do. And I'm just staying. For the kids." When Mendeecees publicly declared his loyalty to Yandy, the internet went crazy again. Fans felt deceived, and those who had previously supported Mendeecees now turned against him. "How are you going to play both sides like that?" Fan commented. "This isn't just messy, it's evil," another said. The messages were time-stamped, indicating that they had been exchanged over a period of several months. These screenshots were posted on every major gossip page, and even when the story was picked up by mainstream media. Yandy didn't publicly react at first, but people close to her confirmed that she had seen the screenshots. This time, she didn't cry. Instead, she planned. According to insiders, she began to get legal advice about the marriage, the brand, the children, and the contracts. This wasn't just a relationship ending. It was a complete unraveling of a life they had built together for more than 10 years. Then came the next twist. Erica shared a pregnancy photo, not just a teaser or hint, but a full reveal with the caption, "New Beginnings, grateful for the journey." She didn't mention Mendeecees, didn't tag him, but didn't have to. The comments did it for her. "It's his, isn't it? Don't act innocent now. This baby is going to need answers." Hours later, Mems made a surprise appearance online. In a leaked private conversation with Erica, he sounded panicked and asked, "Why? Would you post that now? We haven't even talked about how we handle this." Erica responded icily, "I'm done hiding. I carried your secrets long enough." Fans couldn't believe what they were hearing. Mendeecees, now obviously cornered, tried one last move. He posted a video montage of his family's old home videos, birthday celebrations, random sweet moments, and a lengthy caption that read, "I know." The backlash was immediate, and Yandy's next move stunned everyone. She filed for legal separation. Not. Divorce is a very public legal step to protect her assets and distance herself from men. Her name trended nationwide within hours, and fans repeated the phrase, "Protect your peace, Queen," on social media. Fans viewed it as manipulation, saying, "Stop playing victim." Another added, and just when it seemed like things couldn't get any more chaotic, a former producer from Love and Hip Hop dropped a bombshell during an anonymous podcast interview. They said, "I failed you. I lost myself. But my love for you and the kids has never changed. I'll always fight for us." The producer said that Mendeecees and Erica's on-camera chemistry had raised suspicions months ago, saying, "We just didn't expect it to explode like this." This only fueled the fire, and now people were wondering how much of what they saw on reality TV was real. Had this all been a ticking time bomb? Was Erica brought in for drama? Did something real develop on set? More importantly, what was going to happen next? Yandy remained focused despite everything. Originally pitched as a scripted 10-chunk, it went awry when real feelings and mistakes occurred. Doing more carefully selected interviews, where she focused on healing and setting boundaries rather than disparaging Mendeecees. In one interview, she stated, "I'm learning that sometimes love isn't enough. Trust matters. Respect matters. And when that's broken, you've got to decide if you're going to keep breaking too." Fans praised her strength and brands started offering her solo deals. It was evident that while men's reputations were collapsing, Yandy's was rising stronger than ever. She wasn't just surviving the scandal. She was owning her story. Erica leaned into the attention when she announced that she would be starting a YouTube channel to document her journey to motherhood. Fans were divided. Some thought it was opportunistic, while others said she was simply making the most of her truth. Regardless, she was receiving views, comments, and sponsorship offers. The scandal was messy and had become a platform, and Mendeecees remained silent. His team released a vague statement claiming that he was putting his family first and taking some time to think, but insiders say he was having difficulties. Even his relationship with other cast members on the show has become strained. Brought shame to the brand. He was once the person that everyone looked up to, but that is no longer the case. And when the cameras started rolling for the upcoming season of Love and Hip Hop, producers had a difficult choice to make. How much of this would be shown? Was it too unvarnished and authentic, or was it exactly what the fans wanted? Circulated that Yandy and Erica had filmed dispute. No one knew what was said, and no video had leaked, but sources said it was explosive. The scene began with Yandy sitting calmly across from Erica without makeup or glamour, just two women ready to speak their truths. A neutral mediator sat between them, but he hardly had to say a word. The tension in the room was heavy, and it was clear that wasn't for drama, but for closure. Erica was the first to speak, admitting to the relationship, confirming the pregnancy was Mendeecees, and even apologizing for how it when she finally responded. Her voice trembled, not with sadness, but with a barely contained rage. "You weren't just some random woman," she said. "You were part of our circle, you sat at our table, you knew my children, and you still did this." Yandy listened, stone-faced, but her silence was louder than any scream. "I told him this was a mistake," she said, but he kept saying things would change. That he was unhappy, that you didn't love him anymore. "And I was wrong to believe it," she said. Although Erica wiped away her tears, this isn't just about betrayal. It's about deception on every level, Yandy added, looking straight into the camera. "Even though I can't go back in time, I can choose who I keep in my life going forward, and neither of you make the cut." Yandy's courage, poise, and impactful. Comments became viral sound bites, and within hours, the video was uploaded by media pages and influencers. Her quote, "Neither of you make the cut," went viral on social media and was even printed on t-shirts by fans. Paige's Mendeecees was conspicuously absent from the sit-down. Producers said he had been invited but turned it down at the last minute, claiming he wasn't prepared to face them both on camera. Many interpreted this as a sign of guilt, while others think he was afraid of being publicly confronted with the truth he could no longer spin. However, those close to him say that he was unraveling behind the scenes. With the fallout hitting harder than he anticipated, business deals collapsing, brand partnerships pulling out, and public perception having changed, the once loved family man had now become a warning about what happens when, even more unexpectedly, some of his family members began to speak out. One cousin wrote on social media, "Sometimes your own blood disappoints you the most. I pray for the kids caught in the middle. Loyalty is exchanged for falsehoods." Although no names were given, everyone knew who it was about. Mendeecees' inner circle was beginning to show signs of cracking, and Erica was also receiving negative attention. While some fans encouraged her on her journey, others criticized her for taking advantage of the circumstance. During a live Q&A, one viewer asked if she felt, "I didn't plan for things to go this far, but I'm living in my truth now. Whether people accept it or not, that's on them," Erica said, after pausing to address any guilt. Yandy, meanwhile, continued to thrive. She started a wellness campaign that focused on healing from betrayal and included journal prompts, workshops, and guest speakers. It quickly gained popularity among women in similar circumstances, and her ability to transform pain into power was praised by fans. Her Instagram was flooded with posts like, "Thank you for being our voice," and "You saved me from going back to someone who didn't value me." One R&B singer tweeted her video with the statement, "This is the energy we all need in 2025. Protect your peace at all costs." Even celebs commented. The outpouring of support made it abundantly evident that Yandy was more than simply a reality star. She had evolved into a representation of fortitude, resiliency, and self-worth. However, just when everyone thought things were getting settled, another shocking revelation was made. An unknown source revealed the text thread. He appeared to be flirting, making promises, and complaining about domestic drama in the messages he sent to a mystery woman a few weeks prior to the Erica drama going public. The leak sparked a firestorm, and fans were shocked by the number of women involved. Was Erica the only one? This latest scandal painted a darker picture of Mendeecees, not only being emotionally confused, but possibly leading a double life for longer than anyone had anticipated. Former friends started to distance themselves. Sponsors vanished entirely. And the network reportedly held meetings to decide whether to keep him on future seasons. But Yandy didn't. The documentary, still standing, promised to include stories from other women's interviews with therapists and her own unfiltered account of the past year. Fans were thrilled, and pre-orders sold out within hours. One platform even offered to license it for streaming. In one promotional clip, Yandy looked straight into the camera and said, "I used to think my story was over. Turns out it was just the end of a chapter, and this next one I'm writing on my terms." As production began, whispers of a legal action. Although there was no official confirmation, rumors circulated that Yandy was attempting to secure full custody of their children. Fans conjectured that Mendeecees would oppose this, but no court documents have been filed as of yet. Behind closed doors, Mendeecees reportedly made one final attempt to make amends. He requested a private meeting through a mutual friend, but Yandy declined, allegedly telling the messenger, "I don't need apologies, I need peace." And maybe the most surprising of all, Erica gave birth earlier than anticipated. She shared a silent picture of the baby's hand with the caption, "My greatest lesson." Fans poured in the comments right away. Some were congratulatory, while others were less so. However, Erica didn't respond to any of them, leaving many to wonder what her future would hold, especially since the man at the center of it all seemed to be fading from the spotlight. Men's has stayed off camera since some say he's regrouping, while others think he's trying to avoid more embarrassment. The man who once built his brand on loyalty and redemption is now without allies, his family, and the respect he once had. As the next season of Love and Hip Hop Rap is storming, producers are reportedly torn. The emotional toll on the cast and crew is undeniable, but some insiders hint that Mendeecees might not be asked back. Others believe he'll make one last appearance to give his side of the story. For now, though, fans are focused on Yandy, who has transformed heartbreak, betrayal, and a movement. What comes next is anyone's guess. Will Mendeecees ever find redemption? Will Erica fade from the spotlight or create a new brand around her child? Will Yandy's documentary change the public conversation about loyalty and love? One thing is certain. The truth cannot be buried forever. Once it comes out, it changes everything. Stay tuned. This story has rocked the foundation of what fans believe they knew about Yandy Mendeecees and Erica Mena betrayal. Heartbreak and shocking confessions have unfolded right in front of our eyes, leaving everyone wondering what the future holds for this tangled triangle. Remains in the background, the question lingers. Will Erica's new chapter bring peace or more chaos? What do you think about Yandy's decision to file for divorce? Do you think Mendeecees deserve another chance, or is this the end of the road? How Do you feel about Erica's role in all of this? Please share your thoughts and predictions in the comments section below. We're reading every single one of them. If you've been following this drama as closely as we have, please make sure to hit the like button to show your support. Get updates on this blockbuster story and other breaking celebrity news by subscribing to our channel. You can be the first to know when new videos are released by turning on alerts right now. This isn't just reality TV drama. We will support you through every stage of this true narrative of love, betrayal, and discovering who you are when everything comes apart. The method to provide you with the most recent twists and turns, so please stay tuned. Thank you for viewing, and keep in mind that the truth always surfaces.